All right, everybody. Totally buenos dias to another travel vlog here in Costa Rica. Today we're in Jaco, down at the south end of Jaco, guys. We're going to be doing a walking, talking tour here, as well as some drone footage. Was just chasing around some jet skis out in the ocean there, out in the bay. That was pretty cool. We're down here at the south end of Jaco, the south end of Jaco. So this is generally where there's easier surfing out here. Generally, there's easier surfing. So we'll do a little walk out there, maybe go over to the rock formations. The main part of Jaco is over on yonder. You can see, look at all those condos, all the development. I can see a crane down there. Pretty cool. Lots of people building things because apparently Jaco is a hot place to stay. Now, guys, before we begin, as always, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe on the video here. Say hello in the comments, even just if you say hello, or leave me feedback. I don't know everything. I try to know stuff, but I'm generally just kind of impartial to knowledge. So if there's anything that you know about Jaco, please do let me know in the comments below. And check out all the links in the description. Guys, I'm wearing the water shoes. Water shoes are so critical here in Jaco. They're so critical because there's a couple of these estuaries, and the beach is kind of rocky in places. So having water shoes is pretty good. It's a pretty good hit. It's a pretty good hit. So guys, before we begin walking, let's talk about how to get here and then put the drone up and see some of that footage from the air.
All right, cool, guys. So starting with the full shot of Costa Rica right there, you can see Jaco all the way out on the Pacific coast in Punta Arenas province. Show you guys how to get there from the airport. The international airport here in Alajuela is probably where you'll land if you're trying to get to Jaco. And then you just start heading west along these highways. These highways are really good condition for the most part, I'd say. Sometimes there's traffic. You're going to head out through the mountains here. And eventually you start turning south on Highway 34 right there. You can see there's the Crocodile Bridge, the infamous Crocodile Bridge. You could stop there and get some photos of crocs if they're hanging out. Usually they are, every time I've been there. Then you continue heading south, guys. And, we just did a video last week in Playa Herradura here. That was cool. In Los Sueños Resort, we got some good drone videos of the resort and marina there. Now, to get to Jaco, you can see Jaco is very close to that. This is Jaco, so it's kind of laid out north and south. Downtown Jaco is right where that pin is, essentially. But where this video is starting is down here. I was actually standing in this estuary right there at the start of this video. So with that in mind, guys, let's get the drone up and see what Jaco looks like from the air. And we are off. Welcome to the drone trip here at the south end of Jaco. This shot, guys, where are we facing here? So this is Highway 34, continuing on south. And this is past Jaco. So when you go past Jaco, this is the road that you'll be on. This road continues on to Playa Hermosa, next stop. And then you're into a little bit further on, maybe 30, 40 minutes, Quepos. Then you're into Dominical and eventually Uvita. So that's the road that basically goes all the way south along there. Now, right in the middle where those cars are turning, there is a lookout, actually, that says Jaco. It's a really popular spot to stop. There's a bunch of vendors there. You can see here, that's the sign. So it has these cool like statues on it with animals and stuff. And it says Jaco. Perhaps you can read it if you're dyslexic, but it's backwards because we're behind it. It says Jaco facing Jaco, of course. For the perfect photo ops. Guys, and I wanted to get a shot of the waves down here right underneath that lookout. It was so cool. I saw this on the drone, all these waves breaking across these rocks. This is not the place you're going to want to be swimming, I think, in Jaco. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody in this water. And that might be a problem, but it's super cool to look at from above because some of the swells that roll in just pulverize these rocks. It's super incredible. Here's a shot heading back towards central Jaco. So you can see all that built up area, all those development, all those condominiums. That's more in the central area of Jaco. We're off to the right side. Here's the beach. So you'll notice in Jaco that the beach is very, how would you say, wide or long? Wide, it's a long beach. It's not only a long beach, but it's wide, right? So at low tide, there's a lot of sandy area because the waves kind of come up a great distance, is what I would say. So there's a lot of area to relax. Or you can do a kettlebell workout like I just did before I filmed this. Whatever floats your boat. Lots of room to do whatever. Here's that big yellow condominium right in the middle of town. And there's a shot showing more of the downtown area. So you can see there's new stuff going up every time I'm in Jaco. I mean, first time I came here, I don't think there was that many condominiums. Now there's more, interestingly enough. Here's the main strip of Hako. So right at the bottom of the screen there, that's where kind of the downtown area is, where I would say it starts. You can see how close it is to the beach there. That's where you find all the restaurants and bar scene and stuff like that. This is looking back towards the south there, guys. So that road in the middle is actually not the main highway. That's the road in Hako that heads out to the south end of the beach. And here's just a cool development that I saw. It's, I think, new. I think this is brand new. I don't even know if it looks lived in or what it is. If you guys know anything about that, let me know. Then, like a squirrel chasing a nut, I saw some sea-doos out in the water, and I had to chase them, dude. I just had to do it. It was so fun. I love getting these shots. They're so difficult, honestly, with the drone to get these shots, to try to keep the jet skis, who I'm not in communication with, in frame, like try to anticipate where they're going. It's just the most fun way to use the drone. And this is a great opportunity to say thank you, Elizabeth, for buying a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. As you can leave a tip for these videos if you enjoy these videos at that website. The link is in the description below. Thank you as well to Hector for joining the channel. You can also join the channel. You can buy a membership to the channel. It just all helps put gas in the tank to get around and do these great videos in Costa Rica.
So I am super confident that you enjoyed that drone footage as much as I enjoyed making it. My parents always told me when I was growing up, they're like, what are you going to do with video games? You'll never be able to play video games. And I suck at video games, but I'm pretty good at flying a drone. So it turns out my hand-eye coordination benefits me a little bit, at least. Guys, this is like a new thing right here. I don't know what's going on. Like a restaurant, but it did say you need a shirt, which I am not wearing. I don't believe in shirts necessarily, unless it's absolutely critical. And eating food is not something I would put a shirt on for, unfortunately. Now, down here at the south end, guys, we've gone up there before. I'm going to zoom in right there. You see that building right in the dead center of the screen there? That is El Miro, the lookout of El Miro. We've hiked up there before. At a brisk pace, it's about a 15-minute hike. So you kind of like go up, and it kind of goes up, and it like winds back and forth. It's pretty cool. It's like an old abandoned house or something. Here's a surf camp, Hako Surf Camp. These guys said hello, but I think they could see that I wasn't about to get on a board. Just because, like, I don't look like I surf. I mean, I look like an ox or something. I look like a standing upright goat. Oh, there's a horse. Speaking of goat horses, look at that. There's a horsey. So there's people doing like horse tours down here. You can wander around the beach on a horse. That's pretty cool. Let's go down to the water, I guess, and do a live water test. That's part of these videos, isn't it? I try to remember, like, generally there's a theme with all the videos. I'm like, okay, what do I have to do in this video? Where am I going? What am I going to do? So the old live water test is one of them. Another thing that I like to mention, guys, is you can buy me a coffee. I'll put the link on screen right now and a QR code. If you're watching on TV, you could scan it. You could send me a little coffee poo if you enjoy these videos. Puts gas in the tank in more ways than one, you know, because I run a coffee, high octane. My life is high octane. That's why I do these videos. I am not the person that can come to the beach and relax. I just can't. I just can't do it. A lot of people, like everybody here, seems to be doing it. I just did a kettlebell workout here on the beach. So I was just throwing around a kettlebell, and people were staring at me like I was a freak. I think I could, if I was reading their eyes correctly, they're like, what are you doing? Why don't you just sit on the beach like everybody else and relax? I just can't. So that's why I actually make these videos. If I wasn't making these videos, I wouldn't even come to the beach. I have little interest. Okay, yeah, and on the topic of live water test, water is refreshing, but not cold. Not cold, surprisingly. I don't know how that works. It's actually kind of warm. It's kind of warm, and you can see here it's like murky, right? So look at that. It's a little murked up here. That's been the theme every time I'm down here because the waves break. You see where the waves break right there? And they kind of like just wash up the dirt. So that's something to consider. Now, down at the other end of Hako, as you start getting closer to the middle, man, I've been standing there. Like if I was standing right here, a wave one time broke like above my head. So I was standing on dirt and a wave smashed me. That was more towards the middle. I don't anticipate that would happen down here. And then one time I was swimming down where those guys are. It was like raining, a lot worse conditions than it is now. And I was fishing. I had a fishing rod and I was like jumping on the swells and trying to fish. And guys, again, I don't fish, but if I'm doing something, I'm doing it hardcore and I'm doing it in a way that makes no sense. And I started getting sucked into a riptide and just getting thrown around. And somebody else was there too, out in the water, and I had to like help her and exfiltrate her out of the water. Kind of crazy. So watch out, you know, for riptides. That's my lesson for that. And I had to ditch the fishing rod to do the rescue. So I didn't catch any fish and I lost my rod. So that's a bad fishing day. There's a condo there. Looks nice, looks nice. Nice presentation. Let's take a look back at the beach. There you go. Oh, look as the waves roll in. Oh my God, that's so scenic. So scenic, guys. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can hear it. It sounds like thunder. Sometimes it sounds like thunder, but it's the waves breaking. That's pretty cool. Let's go out right on those rocks. Let's see how far we can punch out on the rocks. That'll be kind of cool. Right here, guys, I don't know. There's a shower there. There's a shower there where that guy's selling those milk drinks, those ice milk drinks things. Good idea. Good place to set up for the ice milk things where the shower is. That's my next stop right there. And my intent, guys, for the next video is to stick around until tonight past my bedtime. Oh my goodness. And try to film, because it is a Saturday night right now. It's a Saturday day. Saturday night will be tonight. And my intent is to film a nightlife video here in Hako. And again, it's like I don't participate in nightlife, but I'll film it. It's the only reason I'd be there, quite frankly. Just to see what's going on. Look at the jungle here. The cool thing about like Punta Arenas province in general is that it stays green like this. Just because the air humidity is always so high, it's always green. Whereas in Guanacaste, like a month ago, this will all be brown and dead. It wouldn't even be like the jungle wouldn't even be this dense down there. A lot of grass, you know, going up the hills. But down here in Punta Arenas, it can support the climate, I guess. And guys, honestly too, there are so many scarlet macaws that fly around these parts. So if I just suddenly whip the video around, I'm scanning right now. I haven't seen any lately. It's crazy. When I was driving in, I saw 2 scarlet macaws and they're flying into the wind. And it was like that optical illusion where like they're flying, but they're not moving. But I haven't seen any so far. Now guys, how's the beach quality down here? It's rocky. I'd say it's rocky. You can see up there, it's kind of like more rockier. Even though in the sandy parts, it's like more rocky, right? So that's what I always tell people when they ask, like, where do you want to go? It's like, if you don't surf and you like the dry heat, go to Guanacaste. If you surf, you're basically starting in Hako and then south, right? So Hako, if you surf and party, come to Hako. If you surf and nature, and like, not nature, if you surf and natural, you know what I mean? If you're a natural person, go to Dominical. And if you surf and like nature, go to Uvita. That's kind of like, I just think the simple flow chart for where to go in Punta Arenas. And it's kind of the same up in Guanacaste. Like, if you like nice beach and surfing, go to Tamarindo. If you don't want to surf, just go to Playa Hermosa up by Coco. That's kind of like the flow chart. Or if you intend to do multiple trips to Costa Rica, just go everywhere. Just go everywhere. Do like a beach circuit and then do like the Central Valley or La Fortuna or Perez del Ledon for the second trip. Because I can assure you that each trip to Costa Rica will be like different. You know, there's so many different climates. Now guys, here's where the water shoes really clutch, right? Because you just walk through estuaries, walk across the rocky beach, walk across the tide pools. I thought I just saw some people down here fishing. Maybe they went around the corner. Look at this. This is cool. I haven't been out on these rocks in years. Probably the last time, if you went on the channel, you'd see a video up here. Here's a little tide pool. Any fishies? Where's the fishies? Oh yeah, there's a little... Oh, look at that one. Oh, there's one of those little tiger ones. Can you see it? Can you see it, guys? Oh yeah, there he is. There he is. I'm a fish whisperer. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna have to take fish whisperer off my resume. Dang it. Let's go right up on this rock, dude. That just looks like such a climbable rock for a man-child like myself. This is a good post-workout, I guess. Man, okay, cool. Wow. Dude, crazy, crazy cool. There's another beach right around. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's go up on here because I said I was going to do this. Man, I'm going to fall. This is dangerous. I'm in danger. Okay, there you go. There's Hako. Excellent view here. Wow, man. Excellent view. You see people surfing out there? I hope it don't collapse right now from shortness of breath. I mean, it could be a precarious pickle. There you go. Let's go around here. There's another beach down around here we can go to. I'm just going to safely 3-point turn, exit there. Look at this wood, man. Oh my God, look at that wood. Just right conked in there. And then, is that a bicycle? There's like a bicycle in there. What the hell? That's crazy. It's a bicycle. Look at this beach. This beach is a little bit more secluded. Oh, there's somebody camping there. Okay, and where's the thing? Okay, so the Hako sign is right over there. The big Hako sign. You guys have probably seen it if you go on the channel. Like, we've been there before. There's a big sign that says Hako, and you can see all of the bay here, right? It's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go up here and risk getting pulverized by a wave. Look at that one. See, that just flashed. Oh, man, it's dangerous. Look at this. This is going to... Oh, dude, this actually might hit me. Okay, cool, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that walkie-talkie tour here. As I'm going to... Wait, hold up. Let's hold on a second. I want to see what this one does. Look at this bigger one coming in. Ooh, baby. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. The walkie-talkie tour here in Costa Rica, Hako, Punta Arenas. I'm keeping an eye on this. I'm going to turn the camera this way, but I'm keeping an eye. I'm going to run. Guys, we're here in... What is it right now? Like May? Late May. So that'll give you an idea of like rainy season as well. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to hit like, hit subscribe right here on YouTube. Check the links in the description below. I'm putting links to the coffee that I'm currently drinking, the Costa Rican coffee that I'm currently drinking. Pretty cool. Oh, it's a guy and a girl over there. Let's not bother them. You know what I mean? Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye now.